507.
Both of you are 507.
First thing I want to share is a letter from the commander. I guess there's some talk now about the Arboretum wants to open up the gate at Maryland and M Street. And he just wanted me to pass on a letter of support. He's in favor of doing that. So unfortunately, it's been closed since April of 1992 because I guess somebody who was going into the Arboretum was a victim of a homicide, and they decided at that time, different times in the city, was quite dangerous. They shut it down, and it's been shut down all this time. But now they want to open it up and allow people on that side of the Arboretum to have access and enjoy the wonderful treasures in there. So.
Well, I'd like a commissioner, I would like a copy of that.
Scan it and send it to every commissioner.
Thank you.
Second thing is, as you know, 506, 507, we have the Summer Crime Initiative. And they just came out with a newsletter at the beginning of August, just some SCI updates. And for the 5th District, they highlighted that violent crime is currently down 63% in the SCI areas. Since May 1st, there have been 496 arrests in that particular SCI. 21.6% of those arrests have been made for narcotics. So far, we've only had 4 robberies this year compared to 14 in 2016 for that SCI area, and only 8 ADWs compared to 26 the previous year. And overall, we've had 3 homicides in the SCI, 2 have been closed by an arrest so far. So numbers are looking good for the SCI. You can have, as a matter of fact, it's got the letter that you provided as well.
Oh, praise God. Oh.
All right, as for the 506 stats, as mentioned before, the 506, the last 30 days have not had any homicides, no sexual abuses. Our assault with a dangerous weapon, we've seen an increase there of 43%. We went from 7 the previous 30 days to 10. I believe 6 of the ADWs are domestic in nature, so unfortunately there's not much that we can do about that when it happens in the house. Not much, like I said, we can't do much. Robberies are down 43%. We went from 7 the previous 30 days just to 4 this 30-day period. Overall, our violent crime is down 12% from 506. When it comes to property crimes, burglaries are down 29%, stolen autos are down 30%, theft from autos are down 17%. The only increase we have in property crimes is just regular thefts. We've gone up 21% from 38 to 46. Again, a lot of those are specifically from the 7-Eleven and 900 lane. Their policy now is they have to report every theft. So we got one the other day for a 25-cent cup. Not much we can do about that. And overall, the crime between violent and property crimes, we're down just 1% in PSA 506. Anybody got any questions? Yes, ma'am.
When will the PSA 506 meetings be held? I see notices for all of the other PSAs, but not for the 506. I know there was one meeting scheduled, but it was during the day, so no one could attend. But I haven't seen any.
That I'm not sure. Usually Lieutenant Gray handles that, but I will. And I know there's a lot of. I know there's one that handled at the Trinidad Rec Center, and that's in the evening, but I'm not sure what we. Yes, ma'am.
I have a public safety statement that I would like to bring up for the commissioner. So I don't know if I bring it up with the commissioner. I'm Maria English.
Right.
So I don't know if I bring it up now or later, or is it for 5 weeks?
You can bring it up now if it's a public safety issue.
It's a public safety issue, yes. On this Saturday, August the 12th at 6 p.m., I'll be hosting my family reunion at 1364 Levis Street Northeast. That's the corner house of Levis and Colbert. And I'm here to follow up just so that all of us will be on the same page. And I think Chairman Lee, you're on Queen Street, right? And I'm your back door neighbor.
I'm on Trinidad, but in the alley at the top of the corner.
Okay, and I'm Levis Street, the corner house for the park. Yes.
In town now, so.
Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So I have two concerns. One, I really want, the police officers who are on duty for that afternoon, I would like to introduce myself to them. It falls on the 3rd year, so for 3 years straight, it wasn't my turn to do it. It was the other family members' turn to do it. So The church gave me the parking lot like they have in the past, which is at Trinidad Baptist Church, that sits in that alley of 16th and Levis.
Community.
The community church. Okay, well, Reverend Chase called me today and told me, of course, I can have the parking lot again. So that keeps all of my family with out-of-state tags and everything off the street. They use the church parking lot. So I'm pretty organized with what, I've been doing in the past. I just don't know this new group of officers. So I wanna introduce myself. I also wanna ask for the temporary, plaques that says no parking from 6 to midnight that they put on my side of the house. Since I have the corner house, that helps the traffic flow. We don't have cars parked on both sides. So in the past, they've given me those signs, so I would like to have that again.
Okay, I know those signs, we don't issue them anymore, there's a kiosk out here, and that's
And the
directly.
kiosk is always broke. And when I call downtown, they say come to 5D. And when I come to 5D, I tell them that the kiosk is broke. So then I started calling on Mr. James Butler, and I just throw my ideas in his direction. So now I'm spinning in circles and down to the last 24, 48 hours.
Call me, I know my church does it a lot, so I know somebody with church stick, and I'll ask them how he gets it, so call me and we'll, find out how he does it.
Okay, but remember, you have to let them know within 72 hours. Today is Tuesday.
You have to call me when we get out of here.
Okay, good.
That kiosk, we have no control over it.
That's fine. And the 2 or 3 officers that's assigned to that area, before the whole event started, I would like to offer them lunch, water, whatever, because I want them to keep close eye on the corner house for Saturday's meeting.
Yep, absolutely, I'll make sure of that.
Okay, that's it, that's all. I just want to know where I fit in on the agenda.
You just fit it in, we didn't ask you to, but you fit it in. You're gonna move forward, all right, that's it?
Okay.
All right. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm Sergeant Belvin, I'm with ANC5D. You covered a lot of stuff, I'll just go with some of the stats for 507. Overall violent crimes down 60% from total of 20 violent crimes to 8 violent crimes so far. This is this 30 days compared to the same month the year before, so month to month comparison. We have had one homicide this last 30 days. There was one on 18th Street. Unfortunately, they never tell us too much information about it, so I can't give too many details. 17th Street, I'm sorry.
okay.
Yeah, 17th Street.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Assault with dangerous weapons are down 50% from 10 to 5. Robberies are down 80% from 10 to 2. So everything's looking pretty good, moving in the right direction. One thing we did have an increase in was theft from autos. The majority of our theft from autos were south of Benning Road around Oklahoma Avenue, Benning Road, 24th Street area. And then just to give you a little bit more from year to date, calendar year to date comparisons. Violent crimes are down 43% from 144 to 82. Burglaries are down 41% from 51 to 30. Commander Fitzgerald and Lieutenant Siegel put together a burglary unit, so they're out there doing good things. Numbers have really dropped pretty good, so they're doing what they're supposed to do. Total crime down for the year is 2%. So I think that's everything that I have.
Thank you, Sergeant, and thank you for the fine work that you and the officers are doing. We see the difference. We have an individual in 505 that is stealing packages, and doing drugs in the alley, and he's identified as Caucasian male, medium build, strawberry blonde hair. We need to be, I would ask that the officers be extra vigilant. Last night I saw the officers thoroughly canvass the alley, pulling people over, asking questions. We appreciate that, but we need that continued vigilance in our alleys. This individual, despite the citizen having a camera, this individual actually stole the UPS packages and then proceeded to,
Which area?
this is my area, the 1800 block of L Street, Northeast. And we still, I Street is looking better. We have an officer over there, I really appreciate that. We want to keep that over there and really intensify the efforts of the Summer Crime Initiative. We have that.
Yeah, I've got another month with them, so hopefully the trend will continue and keep it up once all their extra resources leave.
Yes.
any data on drug arrests or collection of drugs from 07?
I do not, that's not one of our
I think
stats
it
that we
was
included on.
Sergeant,
Well, in the
Nebraska said 21% of those arrests, 21.6% of those arrests were for narcotics.
I know that our vice unit has hit Starburst Plaza very hard. They actually have been coming in at 6 o'clock in the morning and setting up observation posts, and they've taken out quite a few of the dealers that are dealing out of Starburst Plaza, so you don't see as many people now, but now everybody's really skittish about scoring in that part. But, from my understanding, a majority of it does tend to be either K2 or heroin.
And you all did a fine job. Citizens can actually go to the Starburst Plaza now, it's clean, it doesn't reek of urine, there isn't a profusion of disorderly people there. I urge you to go there, enjoy the water, there are no dead trees there to obscure your view, just start using the park to enjoy it for your
Enjoy the
use.
water, but don't shower like I've seen some
Don't,
people
well,
do in the water.
law-abiding citizens don't shower.
I actually saw somebody drink the water and I was like.
God, that's disgusting.
Yeah,
What about the activity that's on, Holbrook Street and 16th Street?
I do know that, DCRA is working,
Working on getting that, the one building on Holbrook where
Yeah.
everybody's hanging
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
We're not having success right now from the owner of that building, because they're trying to get it condemned, and she's not cooperating, she's been ditching DCRA. And if they don't get back to, if she doesn't get back to them soon, they're just gonna step in and condemn it. Once it's condemned, anybody that's steps foot on the property, even up those stairs, are automatically subject to it. So,
How much longer? That's been going on about 6 years now.
well, this process that we've gotten DCRA involved with, we actually have an officer at 5D now who just does nuisance and vacant properties, so he's kind of running with that. We had a couple shut down 507 already, that's the next one he's hitting, so he's been doing well so far, so.
Okay.
Commissioner,
So I received a complaint from one of my constituents who actually was reporting that a resident was like putting their personal trash on a vacant property, like just storing all of their garbage there. So is that like an offense, like who do you report that to? Is that something that you call the police about, or do I need to call DPW? Because there's a resident who's literally walking from his residence and placing all of his garbage in a vacant property.
well, yeah, no, I mean, that would be illegal dumping, so I mean, they would be subject to an arrest.
So I would advise him to call the police when they see that happen again.
Yeah. That would be correct.
Okay.
Sorry, then, sir, did you have anything?
Yeah, with the ice cream trucks, don't always seem to sell ice cream. Or if they do it at 3 AM first, you know, people who are much older than the normal ice cream clientele. You know, who just get, they're gonna come back on the 30-year-olds. But what, is there anything that you can do to, or is there any updates on that, the activity?
We are aware of the ice cream trucks. That's something that we have another unit of the Metropolitan Police Department investigating. It's not gonna be us in control for obvious reasons. But, we are aware of it, and it is something that we're looking at. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wanna thank the citizen for his observations about the ice cream truck. We've actually banned all but one ice cream truck from our area because we found that the ice cream trucks were actually selling illegal drugs and they were no longer welcome in our community. So now we have a legitimate operator who comes around during normal business hours, he does not blow his horn, and he comports himself with the wishes of our constituents.
And then, I just always like to end out with, over the last 3 days, 507 officers have made 118 arrests in 507, so they're out there, they're
118
working.
arrests?
Yeah, just one.
Thank you.
And we have to add 98.
okay, all right, thank you, officer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Commissioners, I see the CSOSA officers. I don't know, you just came to the meeting, did you?
We just want to make sure that we sit down and
Okay, I just wanted, cause you got uniforms on, I'm just recognizing, so.
We also are participating in the summer combinations of recreation. A lot of times if we catch things or things of that nature, if we can stop through, we'll come through, conduct our home visits. So we're visiting those people that are currently being supervised on probation, parole, or supervised release within PSA and PSA from the fifth district, Indian district, especially in the summertime edition. So we just here, just let you know that we are supported by you, and if you need of our assistance, we are available.
Yes, can you tell us, officer, how many accountability tours have you done? Cause I've seen some of my constituents that are actually on ankle bracelets continuing, to engage in unlawful behavior in the 1800 block of, Benning Road.
Well, we can tell you now that we started a new team that we're a part of, it's called the Rapid Engagement Team, there's 7 of us. So you'll see us, and he actually has your district covered.
Yeah.
But we're all got together, somebody's in your neighborhood from Monday through Saturday, 6 AM to 10 PM. So we're hitting on summer combination list, we're going to, we have a GPS cutoff, and that's the campers with their families, we're going to your house every day, all day long, Saturdays. So you will see us in your neighborhood.
Yeah,
And how many accountability tours have you conducted thus far?
I'm also Riker, I'm responsible for 5D. I've done personally 20 to 25 accountability tours in the last 2 to 3 weeks. I also do home visits by myself, with partners. Everybody that's on my list, that's a high profile, I'm in the house, GPS as well. But there's only so much we can do, so we're trying to do our best. And of course, we're supporting NPD, and they're supporting us with, the cooperation. So, any issues, I'll leave my business where we contact me, and information profiles.
That number, we probably have a number probably after the end of the summer crime initiative. We'll bring that information back to you, but we're active, very active within PSA 5, 6, and 7, and he's responsible for 5. So what we try to do is make sure that we out here, and not only do is making sure that we can keep that other stuff down, and hopefully that we can be of assistance.